Introducing first, weighing 200 pounds from London, England, he is the current ACW Cruiserweight Champion, Johnny Bishop. Weighing 220 pounds from Orlando, Florida, he's the dog of war, Jesse
Neal. Well, the Cruiserweight champion facing off with TNA veteran Jesse Neal. And earlier in the evening, Vicious came out here to protest that he was a cruiserweight facing off against a heavyweight in essence. And he's correct, and that's why his title, his Cruiserweight Championship, will not be on the line in this non-title contest. Take a look at the contrasting bodies here. Jesse Neal, tan, all tatted up. Johnny Vicious looks like a strung out Sid Vicious.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
And Neal right up in the face of the young man from London, England. And Jesse Neal will not take a backward step. U.S. Navy veteran, it must be mentioned, as he tricks him into an elementary schoolboy-esque trip, and giggling to himself is Neal. Just coming back from semi-retirement, as it were. Finds himself in a waist lock from Vicious here. Breaks it. Transitions into a wrist lock. Another great trip. Almost judo-esque, if you will. Using that leverage to deposit Vicious on his backside. Some fan calling for Suplex City seems to have confused Jesse Neal for somebody else. Collar and elbow, Jesse into the rear waist lock now. Great amateur style takedown into a front chancery. Johnny Vicious, the British grappler, rocks it over to a hammerlock now, riding it up onto the back of Neal, who stands up, trying to get out the hold here, grabs a leg, great escape. Jesse Neal having fun with the fans here. Johnny Vicious will not take it lightly. Johnny Vicious doesn't give a damn about the fans' opinion, that's become clear. And he doesn't wrestle to entertain, he wrestles for himself as he dumps Neal on the outside here and follows him out. Slams him into the ring. And that mohawk of his is going to serve as a handle if Vicious wants to grab it. Tosses him onto the ring barrier. Vicious now from a land known for more technical wrestling, but one of the most famous wrestlers from the UK, of course, Big Daddy was nothing but a great brawler, so Vicious might hail from that bloodline, if you will, as he misses a lariat. Neal catches him with a kick. Neal, swinging neck breaker, deposits Vicious on his back once again as he kicks out just past one. Jesse Neal, all 220 pounds of him. Oh, big plancha onto Vicious. Vicious got to thank his lucky stars. His belt isn't on the line tonight. Jesse gets up, but he's limping a bit. Might have come down a little funky on that plancha. Tosses Vicious back in the ring. Vicious go off the ropes. Sliding dropkick. And Neal, smart move, catches him up in the ring apron in a very unique counter. I think the only other person I've seen use a ring apron to her benefit is Sumi Sakai. Jesse Neal, from the look on his face, he seems to still be having a good bit of fun with Vicious here. Vicious, of course, locked in and solidified his championship by beating Rob Lloyd twice in a row, once in a triple threat match, and once again a month later. So Vicious is a very serious competitor, and now he's showing that to Jesse Neal. Look at that kick. Rolls in to break up the count. If he wanted to cop out here, he could just take the count out. There's nothing really at stake other than wins and losses and personal pride. Vicious tapped Rob Lloyd out with that Texas Cloverleaf and followed it up next month, submitting him with his very own submission, the Extermination. Here, a lateral press on Neal. Johnny really starting with just the brawling, as I've said, from a country known for its technical wrestling, but he has yet to use any of it, and we know he's capable of it. Vertical suplex onto Neal, belying his cruiserweight status. A suplex onto the bigger man. And now 2 knees into the back, choking Neal across the second rope. Neal probably couldn't game plan for Vicious, coming from as far as Orlando as he did. Vicious only competing locally so far, although he hails from London, England. It's a long way to come out here to Stevens, Pennsylvania, but he's won gold here in Atomic. As he deposits Jesse on his back on the ring apron. No give on that part of the ring. Now a pin. Jesse kicks out. Vicious slows it down. Double arm stretch. Hurts to look at. Can easily pop a shoulder out of joint or both at once. Jesse trying to twist out here. You can see his arms aren't fully extended, so he's still got a chance to power out if he can. And elbows get him out of it. Shut down with a big clothesline. And Neal prone, one hand on him. The laziest possible pin from the Cruiserweight champion. I feel like the fans themselves are being disrespected right now for the antics of Johnny Vicious. And by his chin and neck tries to drag Neal to his feet. For another suplex. Rolls through for another one. Combos into a backdrop. Just 2. Johnny Vicious busting out the power moves and the suplexes tonight. Giving the other men in the Cruiserweight division plenty of opportunity to scout him for future matches here, showing the diversity of his tactics. And another lackadaisical pin. But you have to give it here. Johnny Vicious is really having a good showing against the TNA superstar, Jesse Neal. Just a few months ago, we had Angelina Love in our ring under the Rogue Women Warriors banner. So the stars coming out under the evening sky here in Stevens. Johnny, his fingers interlaced in that mohawk of Jesse's. What holds those things up, I have no clue. Wood glue? And Jesse crumbles to his knees and now is prone on his belly. And I don't think it's a tactic. I don't think he's playing possum. I think Jesse is really being knocked out of his normal orbit here by our cruiserweight champion. Referee Aubrey's going to lay on a count, almost like a standing 8. Jesse to his feet now, can continue. And right back into a vertical suplex position. Johnny Vicious must have been doing his Hindu squats, because the back and leg muscles of a smaller man like that, a guy that really been wearing out doing those suplexes. That Jesse fires him with an elbow. Jesse looks a little winded, trying to get back in the game now with a headbutt. Picking up Vicious. Another headbutt, series of headbutts here. Knocks Vicious into another world. Jesse up now. Could be looking for a superplex. I'm not sure if the ceiling goes that high. Way up top, all the way up top. Oh no! Superplex off the top, it doesn't get any bigger. And Jesse now clutching his back from that impact that hurt the both of them. Jesse's back in this match. But both men are down now, being counted by referee Aubrey. At 5 going on 6. Neal grabs a rope to his knees now. At 8, and he's rising. Fires a forearm and has it returned in kind. One more, and again. Striking battle here. Strong style. Vicious comes out on top briefly. And now with the Muay Thai style knees, it's Jesse Neal. And a big lariat. And back elbow for good measure. Front drop kick for the Mohawked one. Neal's been out of the ring for almost a year, I believe, but looks to be in fine form, as if he didn't miss a step. And sends a message to the Londoner. Big overhead, belly to belly. Kick out. Crowd hungry for a diet of suplexes tonight, it seems. They're stuffed with candy and professional wrestling moves. Jesse looking for the spear, and he hits the ring post, and now eats a German suplex. Oh, 2.9. And Vicious so close to pinning the U.S. Navy veteran. And the frustration building in the cruiserweight champion. As he drags, he's looking for the extermination. There's a double underhook, and Neal out. Short arm scissors. Excuse me, short arm clothesline. And if you know Jesse Neal, I think you know what he's thinking about right now. Johnny Vicious slow to rise. Getting up, Jesse Neal. Looking for a spear and gets super kicked in the head. Double underhook. Oh, extermination. And Neal rises and gets a super kick in the bush. And Johnny Vicious could win it right here and now. Neal kicks out. That's amazing. And Vicious in disbelief, arguing with the referee. Neal somehow found the wherewithal to kick out. But it's been pure spirit and repetitive training in the dojo. And Vicious is going to take a cheap out here, looking for a chair. He can't lose the title by being disqualified tonight. There's very little the referee can do here other than just count the disqualification. He rips the chair away. And Neal with a spear! A huge spear! And the win! He was searching for it all night, and he finally got that spear. It's a win for the Dog of War here at Atomic Championship Wrestling. And the belt didn't change hands, but Johnny Vicious has got something to think about now. Just another one. Vicious stumbles to the back, collects his championship. Jesse Neal, a hero in life and a hero to the fans here at Atomic Championship Wrestling tonight. Great victory. Folks, I'd like to thank you for coming out. If you were here live, if you're listening via the podcast, I'd like to thank you for tuning in. And don't forget, next month, on December 10th, we've got another great guest. As the Sleaze Master, Joey Ryan will join us for a very sleazy Christmas, and there may be a test of strength. That's all I'm going to say. Folks, we'll see you soon. Thank you very much from Atomic and Rogue. Good night.